Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights. Cameras. Hit me. This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
And all that, but yeah, I hope that fans learn from this and stop doing things like that. Anyways, we're going to head straight to the big conversation, and Lenny is on the line. She's going to tell us a bit about what we're talking about. Hi, Lenny.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so this morning there's something we're supposed to expect, and we want you to tell us a little about that.
Oh, first of all, I just want to comment on the fans running to the stage, or fans wanting to touch their superstars or their favorites on stage and all of that. I think that people are very swoon when it comes to some celebrities that they love. Okay, so it's difficult for them not to want to hug them or touch them or hold them or have a feel of them.
I get that.
So
but
that's why this happens sometimes.
There are some people that you really want to see, like some people that you've looked up to and then you find them. Do you think you do something like that?
I'm not a fangirl.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I'm not anybody's fangirl.
Okay.
Right? So it's okay if I don't do it, right? I love people, I like people, but I think also that I've done this for so long that I feel it'll be very difficult for me to see anybody and want to hug the person or want to lie on the floor or want to just touch the person in that way. It'll be really, really difficult. But anyway, thank God that he didn't have any ulterior motives, right? Some people just are fans like that. So yes. Sometimes. But yes, thank you for Trending Live and good morning going out to everybody watching us on Plus 89.9 FM and 3Music TV. Today on the big conversation, we are going to have a women-focused conversation. Okay, so on Saturday, the 29th of March, we are going to have the 3Music Women's Brunch at Airport West Hotel. It starts at 10 a.m. Okay, we're going to be celebrating our women, having conversations, necessary conversations, and also now learning from their wins, their successes, their losses, and more. And I'm really, really looking forward to the sister stories and then also the community conversations, because there's a lot to learn from the lives of people, you know. So really, really good that we have this happening. On the 8th of March was International Women's Day, accelerating action for those who don't know. Okay, and so we are commemorating Women's Day with our 3Music Women's Brunch. All right, so yes, look forward to it. If you are going to miss it, don't worry, we got you. All right, on Monday we'll show you excerpt from that, and then as well you'll get to see the full thing later on. And so it's only right that I have my ladies seated here with me, Silfa and Amy. We are going to dig into the conversation about the 40 women in African entertainment that we honored earlier in the month. Okay, and then from there we've narrowed down to 10 women. So for these 10 women, we are going to speak on them. These are people who we've seen growing up, who we've seen put in their blood, toil, sweat, tears. They've done amazing in the entertainment industry in Ghana, right? Now, if you are not on this list, if you are not first on the list of 40 women, it doesn't mean that you are not doing anything right. We capped it at 40, and so that is the reason. Okay, so you keep going, and next year or in subsequent years, your name is going to be on the list. All right. And so for these 10 women as well, today we just want to do a focus just for the purposes of the show. All right. So just don't take it too harshly. All right. Thank you for that. I needed to do that disclaimer because
necessary, right?
I know what make my head be chewed. But anyway, for those who are big on the usage of internet, which will be every single one of us, right? If you're looking for the best value data and voice offers that are tailored to your unique needs, then Telecel has got your back. We understand that everyone has their own preferences, and that is why we have the unbeatable Made For Me bundles made just for you. The Made For Me bundles are affordable also customized data and voice bundles personalized for you. Simply dial *530# or download the Telecel Play app to subscribe to your special made for me bundle. Telecel, connecting energies. And also talking about connection, sports connects us, right? And then also football connects us further. Now, if you are big on betting, then Betway's Bet Saver feature has you. Now, what is the Betway Bet Saver feature? For those who place multi-bets and everything seems to be going their way until it's not, well, there is good news for you. You get to save on your bet even if you are losing, okay? Even if your bet misses, you get to still make some money, even on multiple losses as well. And you can't get your bet back and more. This is only exclusive to Betway. Again, it's the Bet Saver feature. But remember, the terms and conditions apply as regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana, and also remember to bet the responsible way. Betway, get way more. AC?
Yes, and now still talking about the world of sports, you know that gamers do have time. We the gamers, yeah, we've been doing very well.
You the gamers.
Oh, Lenny, I don't like what's going on in this building. Like, you guys.
Please, I have not seen you gaming before, so
have you seen any of the guys? Have you seen all of them gaming?
Yes,
before?
you see the
all
guys
of them
in the post-production. You see them.
I'm not saying
here playing games.
All of them. I've not seen all. I've seen some of them.
I think I've seen all of them.
I've
at
not
this
seen
point.
all of them. Next time when they are playing,
you know what we are going to do. You know what we're going to do today.
Yeah,
we are going to fix a match with you and Stip.
No, I'll play more Stip. No, I won't give him that bragging rights. Never. But if you're a gamer, then you need to get ready for season 3 of the 3Music TV e-soccer tournament, which is coming this April. April is just a few days away. Now, it's bigger, bolder, and better than ever. The tournament qualifiers would be on April 17th and the grand finale on April 26th. The last 2 seasons saw some unforgettable action. This season will be explosive. It's going to be the 3rd one, and so, you definitely have to come through. Now, who wins the tournament this season? Are you ready? I'm ready. I don't know about you, but you need to follow 3Music TV social media to catch all the excitement only on 3Music TV. Don't miss the 3Music TV e-soccer tournament. It's coming, and it's coming big and large. Again, I want to see a big shout out to Squad Dada and Sean Tizzle, who happen to be our winners for the first season and a second season. If you want to join the winners, definitely do well to join the 3Music TV e-soccer tournament, which will be happening this April. Now, another thing that's happening really, really soon is Akravaganza. Now, Ghana's biggest pop culture festival, Guinness Akravaganza, is back, and this time is getting smooth. Get ready for the smooth edition on Saturday, 29th of March at Good Park near Accra Mall. This edition is extra special because it marks the official launch of the new Guinness Smooth. I've tried it. I love it. I'm sure you will love it too. Be among the first in Ghana to experience it while enjoying performances from Stonebwoy, Joey B, Ara the J, Alo G, Molly, Lamem Gang, and so many more artists. Expect music, fashion, art, and an all-out celebration of Ghana's vibrant youth culture. Now, you need to get your tickets, so to grab your tickets, visit www.akravaganza.com and follow at Guinness Ghana for updates and a chance to win some more tickets, okay? This event is strictly 18 plus and is powered by Guinness Ghana.
All right, so before everything, there is one thing that you need to do is protect yourself from germs. And Cleanse Hand Soap has something for you. It says protect yourself from germs and bacteria with confidence. Cleanse Hand Soap effectively kills 99.9% of germs with every use. Perfect for all your hand washing moments throughout the day. Available in a variety of invigorating variants and delightful flavors. Aloe vera, strawberry, vanilla, and honey. Antibacterial and chocolate. Choose the favorites of yourself, your family, and your friends. Make Cleanse your daily essential. Stay clean with Cleanse, the GC brand. It's all about you.
All right, it's all about you. Another thing that is about you, that has you as the focus, is Bang & Olufsen's Atelier. Experience sound like never before and be part of the craft. Now, this is the only place that does this for you, okay? And so you don't want to miss out on that as well. This is the only product that has you as focus. I beg your pardon. So design your own bespoke audio masterpiece or select from exclusive creations tailored to your style. So whether it's a speaker that seamlessly fits your space or a statement piece that turns heads, remember that with Bang & Olufsen's Atelier, if you can imagine it, then you can hear it. Discover more with Bang & Olufsen at our shop at Atlantic Towers, Airport City, Accra. Bang & Olufsen Atelier, you dream it, we craft it. If you want to call, you can reach 0201 694341. 0201 694341 and grab your Bang & Olufsen Atelier today. I did mention that we are going to be doing a women-focused conversation today, looking at 10 out of the 40 women that we honored as the women in African entertainment. But before that, location is happening tomorrow. For those who don't know what location is 3Music's end of month party, okay? And we've been celebrating since last month. Just some people that we want to put through a birthday party for, okay? And so for this month as well, we are doing it for 2 people. Last month was Celestine, and this month we decided to go gift them something ahead of the celebration tomorrow. Here's a video for you.
Well, another delivery is upon us. We are here to surprise Josephine. Friday's her birthday party at Sea Beach. 20 of her friends are coming through. We've arrived at the neighborhood. Want to place a surprise phone call to her real quickly and tell her we are here, and at the same time we don't want her to identify us that easy, so we're going to call her from a different number and then we'll see how the surprise goes like. Well, we didn't tell her we're covering for TV, so let's bear in mind, just in case maybe she doesn't come out looking that presentable as she might want all the glitz and glam, but if you don't look her looking tip-top shape, you might as well want to come on the party itself. Hello, Josephine. It's Jay, it's me. How you doing?
I'm good.
You good?
Yes,
Okay. So we sent a rider to bring some stuff to you. Yeah. He said he's at, I don't know, it's a Church of Christ or something, a church or something.
Church of Christ.
Yes.
I'm new in the area. Can you please send me his number so that I
Okay, yeah. He says, the guys he catch where? He said,
Yeah, around some.
he said they said there's a school. He said he mentioned that there was a school around you or something.
don't know. Tell him to ask for more pop and just come to more pop.
All right, sure. I'll tell him to call you right now. So we are still trying to surprise her, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to call her from a different number and have one of the guys act as though he's the rider. So RJ, you're going to call her and then you're going to tell her that you are at, there's a school here.
Hey, we tried to surprise her, but anyway, we've been busted, so it's all good. Now she'd want to go back and freshen up.
Hello?
Yeah. Okay, so you've caught us. You've caught us now. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, so you saw us, right? You saw us, right?
We got the birthday girl. Yeah, we're even lucky we got her like this. I'm sure she had to go and freshen up. She had to go and freshen up and stuff like that. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're even lucky that our trick didn't pull up.
Yeah.
It didn't pull up. But
I saw you coming for it. I was like, no, you're not going to do this to me.
Yeah. So happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
20 friends ready?
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this.
Shay.
Yeah, so
Hey.
happy birthday. I got you.
And can you baby?
All right. Thanks to Asconi Winery for the amazing gifts in the hamper as well. We are on to the next. Boom. So we just surprised Josephine. She's excited. We caught her off guard, even though she still found out what she said she would have come out looking even worse than she felt. But anyway, it's fine. Still beautiful. We're going on to surprise David. He's all the way in Tema. So we're going to just check him out and let's see if we're going to have drama from him as well. I don't know whether we're going to catch him at home or at work. I can't tell. But we're driving now, so let me stay focused.
And when you're ready to collect some load, I will be waiting.
Now, what happened with David was that they were unable to catch him, so that you wouldn't see, right? But for Josephine as well, yes, she was pleasantly surprised. She's lucky. Okay, she's very lucky that they didn't catch her in her original home state.
This one is Polish small.
Small. Even that's because usually original home states can be very home. You understand? Do you understand? But yes, the party which we call location is tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow night. You don't want to miss it as well. All right, so let's get to it. Can we pull up the list of 40 women in African entertainment? And we're going to run through the list, just applaud these women, and then we do narrow down for 10. So first on the list, we have Apefa. Actually, Apefa has been doing this for like a really, really long time. Apefa Mfojo, she's a TV producer and TV director as well, risen through the ranks for all these years. So we applaud you, Apefa. We have Amare as well, the Ghana girl, flying the Ghana flag higher than everybody has done so far. I'm saying that because I think that Amare has been on interviews that people haven't been on. She's done
and when I
shows
say
that
international Ghanaian, you don't like it.
No, but we moved the Ghanaian from there.
She's international.
Global. Yeah, she's just global.
I feel like whoever came up with that coinage is very important to remind people that she's Ghanaian, because people forget it. Because of the kind of artist she is. And
right.
I'm so glad that she's a part of the list, because she's, at least this is going to give people recognition that this person is a part of us. Don't wait for it to become too late for the people outside to hold it, because if you see how Paris, the whole of Europe hail Amare, and we don't do that here in Ghana. See, I feel like it's coming to a time, if she doesn't even want to come here, I will understand.
But I think we call her international because her market is not only the Ghanaian market,
or even the African market.
Let's be honest,
the international
she doesn't
market.
When we look at her market in Ghana, it's not as broad as outside,
right?
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like that addition of the Ghanaian is a reminder. It's not even as, it's a reminder that
you guys, let's not get deep into it. I wanted us to run through the 40, right? And we'll come to something that also makes me say that Amare is global or international, right? We'll come to that. But our next person on the list of 40 will be Aya Nakamura. Okay, it's no wonder that her song Jaja has done the billions that is done on YouTube so far.
Solid song.
We also have Beatrice Ajiman Abe, who has risen through the ranks from being a newscaster to now being the CEO of TV3. I was going to say 3Music. I beg your pardon. Media General and TV3 as well. We also have Bella Mundi. We've seen her through the days of she being a beauty queen and then getting on TV, on radio, and doing her thing. Berla Jekum started this when she was back in the university, right? Grown the brand from being a magazine to being what it is today, working with multinational brands. Boiti Thulo is a South African media personality as well. She's a rapper. She's done a lot when it comes to the media space. She also owns a drink brand, a fashion line, and all of that. Bonang Matheba is the queen bee. Okay, queen bee of all the queens when it comes to the TV space. She's called queen bee for a reason, having done this for over a decade as well. And then we have Bukumi Adiega Ilori, who is popularly known as Kiki. Kiki is a Nigerian skit maker. She's a comedian. She's an actress. She's a fashion designer. Also having put years and years into this thing, about 12 years at this point. And then we have Caroline Simpson. Now, Caroline has done about 20 years in media, and I'm like, wow, how did we get there? She also started as a beauty queen. So she's risen through being an entrepreneur, owning her own businesses and all of that. We also have Colette Amershi, who also is running Pulse Ghana now, and then also has been at the helm of affairs for a lot of other big companies. And then we have Dolores Frimpong Manson. We've seen that she's put in years of work. I think that at this point she's probably the only individual led show that has stood for over 15 years, right? And it's not easy to have to do this on YouTube the entire time. We also have Diana Hamilton, and Diana, I think that she's at this point she's Ghana's biggest female gospel artist, right? And she's the only female artist who has also won Artist of the Year, gospel artist who has won Artist of the Year. Doja Allen is also a Nigerian film producer and then also director as well. We have Empress Gifty, risen through being a musician. She's now on TV. She also runs her market days on social media as a content creator, just putting in the work. And then we have Funke Akindele, who is called the box office queen. Box office queen, because how she wakes in the numbers, she has her strategies. Listen, her marketing strategies just are groundbreaking. We have Gina Nete as well, who has contributed through the logistics space, providing logistics for all of the entertainment events, or most of the entertainment events that we see in Ghana. We have Juliet Ya Santua Asante. Now, Juliet Ya Santua Asante started as an actress. She's now a very strong voice when it comes to the acting space, and then also pushing through film festivals and then also cinema summits, make sure that the acting space in Ghana and Africa is what it is. We have Kemi Adetiba as well. If you've seen King of Boys, Kemi Adetiba is the director and creator of King of Boys, and she also started as a video director. We have Mo Abudu. Mo Abudu is said to be the Africa Oprah, right? Africa's Oprah Winfrey, because listen, she pivoted. That's the thing. It's not too late to pivot, because she said she pivoted, I think, when she was 40, and people were wondering whether she was having a midlife crisis, right? But I think it's good that she did into media. She's had her own moments with Mo Show, and then now she's running all of the cinemas that she's running. She has her own movies and all of that, also doing really amazing. Murugi Muni is also on the list. I beg your pardon. Murugi Muni is also a content creator and then a media personality as well. Now, Murugi also now focuses on, talking about relationships. She has a podcast that she runs, and she's very, very true to herself. We have Naa Shoko as well. Naa Shoko, I'm sure largely we all saw, starting with Adam's Apple. She's moved from film. Now she's doing theater as well, largely. She's also a TV and radio presenter. Then we have Nanama McBrown. Nanama McBrown needs no introduction, of course. We've seen her do this for well over 25 years, right? And then now also a TV host. I like it so much when people are able to multitask. So yeah, and then Nazizi Herji is a rapper and a media personality as well. And then Peace Hyde, creator of Young, Famous and African, and herself a media personality. She also works with Forbes Africa. And our own Madame Rashidatu Yasmin Abdullahi, who is also a successful story of pivoting, right? Pivoting from telco to media and nailing it while at it. And then we have Shirley Frimpong Manson, who has done the best movies that have come from Ghana and is on top of her game as a producer and director. Shoma Josie is also a media personality and a rapper as well. And also she flies the African flag so high and she nails it. We also have Soraya Opari Riley. Soraya Riley also works mainly backstage, right? She literally has a company that she calls Backstage. So yes, catering to hospitality, and then also she's managed a few artists over the years, including EL. Then we have Terms and conditions, right? It applies here. I had to.
Breath of fresh air.
She's a musician, also now flying the African flag. I think at this point she's won a Grammy, so I don't even know whether we can pin her to Nigeria, right? She's won two Grammys. Hey, I apologize. I don't know whether we can pin her to Nigeria, but she's also doing like a global. Yes, global. We can add it to the global artist. Yes. We have Terry Feto. I'm told she's past Ghanaian. Ghana wants to claim every good thing. We have Terry Feto, who is also a media personality personality and an actress from South Africa. And then we have Madame Theresa Ayode. We've seen what she's done with the VGMA, now TGMA franchise, year on year for 20 years and over. And that we applaud. We have Tiwa Savage as well, who is the Afrobeat queen. And also, I think that I admire the fact that even after all these years, she's not leaving it for the children. She's still very much active in the game. And then we have Toke Makinwa, who started as a banker and then pivoted into media, and then has done radio, and then she has her successful podcast, and then she owns a perfume line now. She owns her own bag and scarf line as well. So yeah. And then we have Tope Oshin. Tope Oshin is also a movie director and a producer from Nigeria. And then we have the woman that made the whole world sweat a couple of months ago, Tyler. Yes, we've also seen the work that she's put in over the years. People say that she's an industry plant, which I don't believe, because I think that before water became what it was, she put in the work. She has a lot of other songs. Yes. She has a lot of other songs before water, and then she has also, and her team, they've done such an amazing job putting her on that world stage. And then we have Uche Pedro. So if you've ever heard of Bella Naija and all its other franchises, it is owned by Uche Pedro, also doing her thing in the digital and entertainment space. Okay, so and then Whitney Boache Mensah.
Like
Whitney,
you are combining the Boache together.
Whitney Boache Mensah, who was our guest on the show yesterday. Whitney is an event connoisseur. She organizes events. She's also a media personality and has done this for over a decade. She has so many events under her belt. And then we have our very own global superstar, Wiyala. Now, I don't think that Wiyala gets all of the attention and the applause that she's supposed to get, but same as Amare. Yeah, same as Amare. I agree. But she's also managed to. I don't think there's ever a time that she's in Ghana for over a month. I don't think so. Like she's
but
always
what
out and up,
here?
right? Riala and her Jaga Jaga band, yes, also nailing it. And then also Zarina Hassan. Now Zarina Hassan, for some people, you know her as Zari, the boss lady, who is in Young, Famous and African. And so for her as well, she's a media personality. She's tried music a bit, right? And then now she's a reality superstar. She also owns schools sprawled across South Africa. Now that all the 40 has been done, we can start digging in, right? Let's start with our 10. So for the 10 we are looking at this morning, we are going to be looking at Amare, Beryl Ajekum, Dolores Frimpong Manson, Diana Hamilton, Na Ashoko, Mensah Doku, Madame Rashidatu Yasmin Abdullahi, Tiwa Savage, Whitney Boache Mensah, Beatrice Ajiman Abe, and then also Apefa Infojo. All right, so let's start with Amare. You people had a lot to say. I just wanted you to hold on before we get into it.
See, I'm saying that I am happy that we're celebrating her because even though people say, oh, she's a bit different from what a typical Ghanaian would want to listen to, she's from here, and her recent tour, I saw how she opened and how people were like going crazy, and I'm like, is this Europe? Like screaming like this for a Ghanaian? At this point, are we missing something? And so I'm just happy that we're doing this so that I feel like it's going to open more eyes for people to be able to see her, experience her, and also hopefully she makes it for the event so that if she's in Ghana, people can reach out to her, because she's someone that knows no bounds. And I say this because I saw Amare. I met her when I won't say when she was starting, but when she was starting to peak in Ghana, because like it or not, she did start here. Now I think she was doing some work with Echo, but she wouldn't stop. And I would hear people in the room tell her that, Charlie, this music, people will not listen to it. And at that time, I actually used to like one of her songs. So I was like, but like I really didn't get what people were talking about. But then again, I also know that my taste in music is wide. Yes, and so at a point I could understand what they meant by the typical Ghanaian might not necessarily want to listen to this, but me, I really believe that Ghanaians like Amare. I don't know what it is about and those who don't know her who probably don't know her.
I think it's because Amare wasn't born here, and then she lived parts of her life in the America, States here. So it's like I feel maybe even she as Amare more connected to that upbringing.
Oh, you think there's a disconnect to the Ghanaian
I think that because
audience?
maybe her influences also is what directed her kind of music, because her kind of music is not our typical African Ghanaian kind of music.
She's alti, and if we want to,
and I think
those who like it.
See, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you sat here,
I'm saying that the reason
I'm not saying we're Amareo. I'm talking about the Ghanaian, making it seem like that. I'm trying to find a disconnect.
Is not what it is, because do you guys know that Ashake is alti?
Do you know that?
Because he's doing a different sound. That's what I'm saying. Then what sound is that international sound that we're not accepting those sounds. It's not that Ghana is accepting certain sounds. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's not a certain sound thing, because
I think also that, thankfully, right, Ghanaians are getting to a point where they are opening their minds to other genres of music. So that's a really, really good thing. Now, one thing Amare did that just did it for me was, the LA fires, right? She actually created merch. And then sold it, and then gave the proceeds to some of the victims. I'm like, you Ghanaian artists, go and do it, let us see. That's why we say that she's global. If people don't understand, it's fine. Let's move on to Apefa. So Apefa, like I mentioned, is a distinguished television producer and director. So if you've enjoyed shows on Media General or TV3 like Date Rush, Talented Kids, Showbiz 360, Ghana's Most Beautiful, she is behind that as well. And so shout out to her. She's general manager, TV3, 3FM, and Media General as well. So I just like it when I remember a couple of years back, maybe in 2015, 2016, I used to hear her name a lot because she used to be at GH1 at the time, right? And she also helps on Malaika, right? Miss Malaika at the time. So the Malaika girls used to just mention her a lot. I remember Bella used to mention her a lot. Regina Van Helvert used to mention her a lot. And I never really saw her until like later in life. I'm like, oh, okay. So this is Apefa. And I think that she's done amazing because rising through from being a TV radio presenter, producer, I beg your pardon, and director to being the general manager, I doff my heart because it takes a certain level of hard work.
I think sometimes we do not pay a lot of attention to people who work behind the scenes like producers, because most of the time we're on TV, we're all glammed up, we're doing interviews and all, and nobody is caring about the person in our ear, the person who is working in the background. So it's nice to see that we're out here celebrating these people, so that someone who is outside will know that I'm not just sitting here, there's someone in my ear, there's someone talking to me, there's someone giving us information, there's someone
engine room
before we come to sit here.
But I mean, with the conversation about not paying attention to the people in the back, I totally agree with that. But I feel like sometimes the people in the back get a bit relaxed. It's like, nobody can see me. Let me. Yes, and forward. So people like Apefa would be known because there will be someone who is in the back but is still killing it, and so you will not know them by their face, but you know them by their work and their name. Because I've also heard her name several times. People like, she's coming with something crazy, she's going to do this. If Apefa is on there, you need to be like, worried about what she's going to bring. Exactly. And so, because I'm thinking Tomati was here and he said that sometimes when a creative who is in the back enters the room, the conversation changes, even the aura changes, because you know that something is about to take place that's phenomenal. You get it.
And it's a more professional, elevated conversation. You know, like people in the C-suite, right, compared to people in the creatives, even though the C-suite people make things happen, we don't see them. And so it's just the people, the front-facing people that we celebrate all the time. So this is exciting. Now, another person who has made it through from her days in the university till now will be Beryl. Beryl is a Rosa, though. So I remember they came for homecoming sometime, and then I saw her. Like, we just spoke like really briefly, right? And then she said, she runs the Echo magazine and all of that. So that's the only memory I had of her until I entered uni. And the people kept saying, Beryl. I'm like, then they said she's a Rosa. I'm like, it's the same person then, right? But yes, Beryl has handled a lot of events, talk about BTL, ATL events. She's worked with a lot a gazillion brands. I wish I could mention all of the brands that she's worked with, but if you people know Echo House, then you know the level of work that Bell Ejekum Ayaba and her team have put into making the space what it is. And I think that now as well, they are focusing more on what the creator economy is, on digital marketing, on influencers and content creators. So it's just a really good thing.
One thing I really like about Beryl, because I've worked with Beryl, I think she's the sweetest, right?
I
was in Echo House, and I was general manager for my school, and I feel like, you know how people go like, when you're a woman in like a certain position, you are harsh. Beryl is like the literal opposite. If you want to define, she's one of the women that you can use as an example. She's very motherly, very homey. There's always food at a meeting. See, and when you come on time, you get rewards. Like, it was just, she was able to create a family from people who didn't know each other. You'd see an Echo member and want to help them just because it has been created.
It's a community.
Exactly. Right? So from school, people have gotten jobs through Echo. There's so many things that have happened just by being an Echo member. And you don't work in the office too. It's not working in the office. You're working remotely on behalf of the office. And it was just something that I feel like she has done so well in enabling communities in schools. You know that you have that person you can always move to and share something with, have fun with, work with, make money with, because one thing Echo did for students was help them make money at that. So,
and who doesn't want to make money?
Who doesn't want to make money in
uni, right? Right. So the next person on our list will be Dolores Frimpong-Manson, popularly known as Delay. Now, Delay has been in media for the big man in the business. Well over 20 years. She started when she was 17, and she's in her 40s now. So that's a really, really long time. If you're talking
That's
about
one thing that makes me sad. I didn't start early.
But
it kind of makes me sad.
Too late.
No.
I mean, I've started.
No, because you know what could have happened. You could have started early, and then you would not even be in media now. Because then whatever pressures it is that you are feeling now, you'd have felt it earlier and you'd have given up. Because the fortitude you have now, you wouldn't have had it.
Of course.
So there's that as well. So at the right time, everything happens. Now she's gone on from being a radio presenter to being a TV presenter to doing her movie production to the very popular Ifiashwa's Nega series that everybody loved. And then now her entrepreneurship journey is what sticks out for me, because I'm like,
same here. It's the diversification for me. Because show me a woman who is doing all of it. Passion, following her passion, doing her business, making her money, getting the bag, and she doesn't care what you think. That's it for me. Like, she doesn't care what you think. And someone told me that she was on her WhatsApp channel and she showed me, and she's like, she comes there and she chats, so like she's a very was you right? She's a very feel-free person.
In the morning and come and say, yesterday I met this person, and tell us a whole story about.
No, to know her is to love her, and I think that she has really good storytelling skills, right? Even on her TikTok, I mean, we see what she does, and then also she's one of the YouTubers or content creators or podcasts or TV shows on YouTube in Ghana that have surpassed 84 million views. Wow. Know what that is? That is a lot. That is crazy. So yes. Now next person on our list will be Diana Hamilton, and Diana Hamilton also stands out for me because she doesn't do what we term as the regular. Back in the day, we'll say that gospel artists don't dress up a lot. Gospel artists look a certain way, but that is not Diana Hamilton. Yes, even to the point where she has her own fashion line as well. So I think that she's done really amazing for herself. And then I can also say that for Diana as well, she's one of the people who started putting text on their or transcribing their music so that we understand it. Also, I understand that was also focusing on international audiences
because I think she started doing a lot of collaborations.
And she sings in Twi and English a lot, so it just made sense that was done, and I think that it has really, really helped her. No wonder she still is the only female gospel musician who has won Artist of the Year, and this is like 3-4 years on. I mean, if I'm getting that correct. So I think this was in 2022 or 2021. I think so. Yeah.
2021.
2021, right? Yes. With the song Adom, which is still a banger, you know. So yeah. Congratulations to her on that. And then also with her Awake experience. Now this year they did something I didn't see coming, because they did two places last year. They did Accra and Kumasi last year, and then this year they did 3. And it's a concert, right? Do you know the stress in doing one concert in one place, and then now you have to take it to all of the other places?
I think I saw her on a cooking show earlier this year, and she was talking about routine. She's been here and she's spoken about routine. She's going to get it done, and she's going to progress, and she's going to expand. It is just what she's built her life to be.
I think she's built a great team as well.
Yes, she's not going to back down from a challenge, and she's still going to do it and be a mother and be a wife and still be a musician, and
she's a nurse. She's a nurse.
Some of us, the 24 hours that some of us having. I don't know how she makes it possible, but then again, like Amy said, being able to put together a group of people that understand you and make the dream come together is also another thing that should be paid attention to. It's another skill that people don't have, and I feel like probably that would be the difference. It can be the difference between two people. The fact that someone has a team or has been able to keep a team together to make their dream work, and a person whose team is falling apart. It's not because they are terrible people. It's just because they lack that skill of putting together a team to help reach their dream, because dealing with people is tough, and so anyone who has a team that can make it work, kudos to you, Charlie.
Kudos to you.
I'm still figuring it out.
That will also have a saying kudos to Nashoko Mensah Doku as well. I think that I really like the trajectory of her career, right? Movies, she's done film, she's done series, she's done TV, she's done radio, she's done theater, and she actually owns April Communications, right? So they do the theater production. Most of the theater productions that she's on, it's from April Communications, and I think that they've done such an amazing job. I mean, she has partners on there as well, but it's a really good thing that, I mean, she's dabbling in all of these industries, and also now maintaining that level of finesse on it. You know, sometimes they say that if you're doing multiple things, maybe you drop the ball when it comes to something, but listen, we applaud you.
She's someone I really admire. She's one of those people that I'd say that I look up to, like, from afar. I've seen her growth, and one time I was watching her TikTok video where she was sitting in her car at dawn, and she was talking about how, like, everything that she said resonated with me a lot, because she was saying that she was in the car about to go on the morning show. It was like around 5 a.m., 4 a.m., and she was just dreading it. You know how, like, you're supposed to wake up and come to work.
We all know.
It's never easy.
Yeah, so listen, she was talking about how she prayed one day that, God, give me days like this, and now you have the days. And I was like, oh my God. Like, you see, sometimes we don't sit down and think that I'm doing this. Like, I really prayed for a day that I'll get to be on a morning show, and you're coming for the morning show and you are tired, like, you don't want to come.
My friend literally reminded me, because I spoke to her and I'm like, I'm tired, like my brain. And she's like, but you remember when, like, you were literally like walking around and we're just talking about our dreams. So it was very, very random day, trying to plan stuff and what we want to do, and just talking about how I wish I was gonna be. I said that I wish I'll be in Yolo. Like, I just said it, not anything specific. Like, I just said it, and I was like, I really wish, like, I'll be on TV and be. Ta-da!
That's you, right?
Ta-da, like, really.
And I think that's the reason I never really complain about work, because I feel like yesterday you prayed for today. Now today is here, and then you're complaining. So if today is taken away from you, tomorrow you'll still be praying for the today that you had, you know. So yeah. Now let's come home. Let's come home to Madam Rashida, to Yasmin Abdullahi. I mentioned that she pivoted from telco and is doing media now. Now, for every good thing that you're seeing happen on 3Music TV, and if you like it, please let's doff our hearts to Madam Rashida, to Yasmin Abdullahi, because she's the woman at the helm of affairs, and for all of our TV shows, for all the on-ground shows that have happened, I think that for someone who, like she's mentioned time and again, who was fresh and new to media, having steered the affairs of 3Music TV and
She
3
makes us
media
believe
networks
that,
listen, it's
we can.
possible. If you put your mind to it, it's possible.
Also, looking at the fact that when you're a woman and you pivot like that and it's in a male-dominated space, everybody's waiting for you to feel.
Right.
Like,
so they will say that, it's a
especially if
woman.
you're also new to it.
Yeah,
right?
if you're new to it. And so I think she's done amazing. And she's not just doing it to prove a point, she's enjoying it, because when she said, you could tell that she's happy about what she's been able to achieve.
She likes
so
entertainment.
far.
So.
Yes.
Have you seen Madame dancing at
I was just gonna say that. Like, she enjoys herself, you know, and she's and I'm always going to say this. I don't think I'll stop saying this. So Madame Rash, please don't be sad or like don't be angry at me when I say it too much. See, this one believed in me. Like, when I came here, I just really wanted to do something. And she's like, AC can do it.
Yeah.
AC can do it. And AC has done it. And I really hope that she's proud of me so far.
She is.
Like, I really hope she's proud of me so far. And I'm working on doing more.
Yay. All right. Now let's wheel out of Ghana to Nigeria, okay? And talk about Tiwatope Savage Balogun. Tiwa Savage, that is what she's popularly
I didn't know
known
was
as.
her actual surname.
Oh,
and then
Savage is her
and
surname.
I was like, that's such a nice name.
Yeah, that's a name I would have loved to have.
Lenny, it will fit you. Because when you are done talking, you'll be like, do you know my surname?
Savage.
No, you don't even have to say it. So when they find out, they'll understand.
They'll understand what it is. I found out about her surname when her dad passed. I was like, okay, so it's actually her name.
Yeah.
But she is the queen of Afrobeats, not only in Nigeria, but across Africa and across the world as well. And she's done a lot of collaborations, too many collaborations under her belt, you know, from being part of Mavens to now being an independent artist, and then also still very heavily in the game, stringing along a lot of other young ones as well. I think that she's done a really, really good job, right? And she's written, she's written for Mary J. Blige before.
Oh, wow.
Yes. She's written
She used
for
to be
them
a backup
before.
vocalist.
She used to be a backup vocalist as
for
well.
Kelly Clarkson as well.
Yeah, and then George Michael as well. So I think that she's put in the work. Sometimes
She's
you don't know where
amazing.
people are coming from, but people have done a
You know,
lot.
and that's the thing with not looking like your problems. Because,
right?
example, you look at them, they don't look like where they are coming from. They are not going to look like they're stressed. And she's one of those women. Now, I'm just saying, like, she's one of my inspirations when I was in school to dance. Right, I used to dance in school, and then I gave up. But then again, you can see someone who has had a great trajectory, and what I think needs to be studied when it comes to Tiwa Savage would have to be staying relevant and still being herself amidst all the negativity and positivity. Because with Tiwa, it's not all the way positive and it's not all the way negative.
I mean, and her bounce back,
exactly,
her bounce back
is something that's
thing,
the scandal.
Crazy. She's done amazing. I think what the highlights of her career will be for me is her coronation concert performance because that's a big deal.
Like,
I mean, even though she's a London girl, right, or she's a British girl, I mean, it still really stands out because there are so many British.
They could have picked anybody.
They could have picked anybody and everybody. So now for the sake of time, please, we need to finish this. Okay, so we have Whitney Boakye Mensah.
Definitely.
Whitney Boakye Mensah is an event executive. She's an entrepreneur as well. She has been in media. She does event planning. Listen, if you've seen the Joe Thomas in Ghana, Chris Brown in Ghana, Bow Wow, Kerry Hilson in Ghana, Ghana Stands in Worship, Legends and Legacy, Rapaholic, the Omanye Royal event, GH Meets Naija. She's been on all of these, and then also now she's heavily into punditry as well, right? So now fun thing is she says that she started as a caller. She just used to call into like a radio show and then give her opinions and all of that, and then they invited her as yes, and then they invited her to be a pundit on the show.
It means
and
they
then
recognized her.
Yes, and then that also means that whatever she was saying, she was sound-minded enough to be contributing well to that show for them to call her. So, and then she's risen through the ranks. She's also a co-executive producer, 3Music Women's Brunch. So, you people have seen Whitney. So,
I mean, I think it's exciting to see women in a space like events, because sometimes it'll be like, oh, leave the heavy lifting for the men.
I know. Do you know? I actually think that women in events is like perfect.
No, it's perfect. Still leave the heavy lifting for the men.
Yes, leave the heavy lifting for the men.
But be on top of the game.
Yes.
So, a woman who is able to be in charge, and we know the pressure that comes with events. Thinking on your feet, delegating on your feet, making wild choices, knowing very well that whatever happens after this choice is something that you would have to deal with. It's crazy. And you know how people go like, women are indecisive, you can't put women in a place where they have to make choices. Well, Whitney did it, she's still doing this, so I don't know what you're talking about. You get what I'm trying to say. So,
I also say she's one of those people behind the scenes who are doing really well. Also because we get to like see her out there, put herself out there. So I just hope to see more of things like that.
Last on our list of 10 will be Madame Beatrice Ajiman Abe, CEO of Media General. I mentioned that she has risen through the ranks from being a TV presenter or maybe a broadcast journalist if you so wish. She was a news anchor as well. She's been a managing news editor as well. She's been the COO. She's just risen and she's kept going. And what I admire about it is that, usually if you start on TV, people hardly have that mentality of being in the C-suite. People hardly have that, I want to aspire to be a boss, right? They just want to be on TV. Most people just want to be on TV because, again, like we said, it's the TV people, it's the front-facing people that we see all the time. But I even think that she's more seen now, even as the CEO than she was before. And then you also understand, her journey and then her growth as well. So it's just really nice to see. And what they've done with their outfit as well, with TV3, with the whole Media General. Let me not single out 3FM, Unia, FM, and TV, and all of that. So, yes, shouts to everybody on our list. Do you guys have anything to say about Madame
Yes,
Beatrice?
about this woman. You see, before Madame Mashida became CEO for 3Music, she's the one I knew was CEO for a media house.
Right.
And one that's big as Media General, I was like, how is Zuma able to do that? Because that's a lot of work. Because Media General is like very big. So I was really I used to really admire her, and I still do, because it's a lot of work.
I like it when women are in positions like that, and
you
see yes, and I didn't know at the time you knew, but you see Media General and they're killing it, and you wonder who is there
behind it.
And the truth is, ideally, if you don't know who it is, you say it's a man. But then you find out it's a woman and you are blown away. Hopefully at a point in time, as we keep celebrating women, that notion would go away, so that you don't immediately think it's a man when you hear a top position. You can also put a woman in a top position as well. And so I'm really excited for women like this. I'm praying that as we're moving forward, more women will be taking up top places, wait for me,
so that we don't make it a big deal when a woman is in a party.
It's not always the case that women sleep their way to the top. Please, let's kill that narrative. I understand that there are some women who do that, but it's not all women. Okay,
but do you know that's the reason why I quit a job one time? Because I was told that if I continue here, they'll say you slept, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna work hard and then you tell me that. No,
I mean, you should have.
No, apparently it's the thing that everyone before me had done. So it's am I going to be the Jesus Christ from Mary?
No, you should have been the difference.
Like you said, at that time I didn't have that fortitude. Now,
right.
But at that time,
I get that.
It wasn't gonna be me.
I get how that will happen. But yes, we've had a women-focused conversation today. First, focusing or talking about our 40 women in African entertainment, and then narrowing down to 10 people. Now, again, you see, with cut-downs, right, some people have to make it to that list. It doesn't mean that those who didn't make it from the 40, we are not applauding them. It doesn't mean that those who didn't make it to the 40 as well, we are not applauding them. There are so many women, a gazillion women, a plethora of women who are acing it in media. And then then even beyond media and entertainment and the creative space, right? And this is us just saying that we see you, we applaud you, we appreciate you, and you keep going. Okay, now you can get onto our socials. If you missed the conversation earlier, you can watch the full conversation on our YouTube 3 Media or 3Music TV and 3 Media Networks as well, and just soak it all in. Again, if you have a woman in your life acing it and nailing it and doing the best that she can do, just say that I appreciate you today. Okay, again, Women's Brunch, the 3Music TV Women's Brunch is happening at Airport West Hotel on the 29th of March, which is this Saturday. We don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be such a great time with our 5 honorees as well. They will be there. It's going to be good conversations, good vibes, and a lot more, okay, on Saturday. But until then, we'll catch you tomorrow. The show has been Culture Daily. My name is Lenny Lomote. I've been doing this with Amy Cherry and Silfa as well, and we are going to catch you, like I said, tomorrow. Do have a great day. Bye.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Telecel.